road, its headlights cutting through the thick Bridgewater night. Our team, 4 seasoned paranormal investigators, felt the weight of the Triangle's reputation pressing on us. This swath of southeastern Massachusetts held centuries of strange tales, UFOs, giant creatures, and of course, restless spirits. Tonight, we were hunting for the latter. We'd heard whispers of an abandoned house, unmarked on maps, yet radiating a palpable dread. Locals called it Widow's Walk, claiming the original owner still roamed, mourning a lost family. As we stepped out into the chilly air, the hair on my arms prickled. Whatever awaited us here, it was already making itself known. The house loomed before us, a skeletal silhouette against the bruised sky. Paint peeled from its rotting timbers, and windows gaped like empty sockets. A low, guttural moan seemed to emanate from within, carried on the wind that rustled through the skeletal trees. Our EMF meters buzzed, their needles jumping erratically. Something was definitely here. We cautiously approached, each step crunching on fallen leaves and debris. The front door creaked open as if beckoning us inside. The stench of decay hit us first, followed by an oppressive silence that felt almost tangible. As we fanned out, our flashlights cutting through the gloom, we felt a distinct drop in temperature. A chill ran down my spine. We were not alone. The scratching grew louder, leading us towards a trapdoor hidden beneath a tattered rug. A blast of putrid air hit us as we opened it, revealing a set of rickety stairs leading down into the earth. The scent of damp earth and something else, something ancient and unnameable, wafted up from the darkness. Our EMF meters went haywire. This was it, the heart of the haunting. "Be careful down there," I muttered, my voice echoing strangely in the confined space. One by one, we descended into the unknown. The air grew colder, thicker as we navigated the narrow passage. Our flashlights danced across the rough-hewn walls, revealing crude markings and symbols etched into the stone. They looked ancient, primal, and strangely disturbing. The tunnel opened into a large chamber, its floor covered in dirt and debris. And then we saw them, tunnels leading off in all directions, like the arteries of some monstrous beast. A low hum vibrated through the air, a deep, unsettling sound that seemed to resonate deep within our bones. This wasn't just a basement, it was something far older, far more sinister. Chapter 4. Shadows stir. Panic flared in my chest. The air grew thick, heavy, making it difficult to breathe. The shadows in the tunnels seemed to writhe and pulse, as if something was moving within them. Then, a blood-curdling scream pierced the darkness. It was Mark, our cameraman. His flashlight clattered to the ground, casting grotesque shadows that danced across the walls. "Mark!" I yelled, rushing towards the sound of his voice, but it was too late. A dark, amorphous shape shot out from one of the tunnels, engulfing Mark in its shadowy embrace. His screams were cut short, replaced by an eerie silence that was more terrifying than any sound. We were under attack. The shadows swirled and coalesced, forming into grotesque figures with glowing red eyes. They moved with unnatural speed and agility, their claws outstretched, their whispers echoing through the tunnels. We were hopelessly outmatched. Our only hope was to escape. Chapter 5. Escape into nightmare. "Run!" I screamed, turning and sprinting down a nearby tunnel. The ground was uneven, treacherous, but I didn't dare slow down. Behind me, I could hear the shrieks of my companions, the pounding of footsteps, and the guttural growls of the creatures closing in. The tunnel seemed to stretch on forever, a claustrophobic nightmare of twisting passageways and suffocating darkness. Just when I thought my lungs would burst, I saw it, a rickety ladder leading upwards towards a faint glimmer of light. Hope surged through me. I scrambled up the ladder, my heart pounding in my chest. I emerged into what appeared to be a forest clearing, the night sky ablaze with unfamiliar constellations. I gasped for breath, my body trembling with exertion and terror. But as I looked around, a chilling realization dawned on me. This wasn't the woods we entered from. The trees were gnarled and twisted, their bark a sickly green. The air hummed with an unnatural energy, and the silence was broken only by the rustling of unseen creatures. I wasn't in Kansas anymore. Chapter 6. Lost in Limbo. Panic welled up inside me, threatening to consume me. I had escaped the house, but I was trapped somewhere far worse. a place where the very air seemed to crackle with menace. The ground beneath my feet felt alien and wrong, and in the distance, I could hear the guttural growls of creatures that defied description. Tears streamed down my face as I ran, my legs burning, my lungs screaming for air. The forest stretched on endlessly, a labyrinth of shadows and whispering trees. I didn't know where I was going, but I knew one thing: I couldn't stop running. Not if I wanted to survive. A monstrous shape, all teeth and claws, materialized from behind a tree, its eyes glowing with malevolent hunger. I screamed, a primal sound of pure terror, and stumbled backward. This was it. This was the end. But even as the creature lunged, I knew with a certainty that chilled me to the bone that this was only the beginning of my nightmare.